Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another movie review. And review to a film, which last year I was gonna review this for during the Christmas time though, but I forgot about it for a 20th anniversary though. But I forgot about it though. But oh well. I couldn't review everything, so what I plan to do. But but this is a film that this is a film that me and my brother, another one that me and my brother enjoyed watching together. And I still like the film today. I still do. I know, although nowadays I still see a couple of nitpicks about it though, but nonetheless though, but I still like the film regardless though. My brother, it's one of his favorite films. It is. This definitely is. Excuse me. But it's definitely one of his favorite films. And so, and I think it's one of my favorite Robert Rodriguez films. Yeah, so this is a film by Robert Rodriguez. It's a film that some people don't even talk about. If we mention director Robert Rodriguez, a lot of people mention his good ones, like From Dusk Till Dawn. That's a favorite of mine as well. I'm Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Sin City. Which I like all those films. Now, of course, I don't like his Spy Kids films. I don't like his Spy Kids films. So especially 3, to me I think is the worst because of especially embarrassing role for Sylvester Stallone. I think this is still his worst role. Then you got Adventures of the Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Oh, God, this is god awful. To me, it is. And then he directed the sequel years later of A Dame to Kill For, Sin City 2, basically. That sucked. He produced the 2010 Predators film. That sucked. And then another more thing about his upcoming film, Alita Battle Angel, the one that's based on the Japanese manga that James Cameron is producing. I still think this is gonna bomb big time though. So with based on his recent track record. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Machete. Of course, how can I forget Machete and Machete Kills? Both films suck to me. Planet Terror, that's another one I enjoy. From Planet Terror, that was back in 2007. Up until then, no. So yeah, Planet Terror I enjoy, but Machete Kills, Machete. So it's basically his track record for the past few years has been great. But this film that probably hardly people talk about not much. If you mention about director Robert Rodriguez, that is of The Faculty. So yeah, a film directed by Robert Rodriguez has not people too many talk about nowadays. Probably a forgotten film from his, basically. But I enjoyed the film, and it's such my brother. He loves the film. It's one of his favorite films. And they also now they got Robert Rodriguez. You got Kevin Williamson, the writer of Scream and Scream 2. He was brought on board because of this, probably doing this. Even though like the poster, like here, it's supposed to like a parody of the Scream poster, right? How the shows are cast of characters like this. Even that takes it from the Scream films. Excuse me about this. It's been cold past as of for how long though. It's making my nose running. So sorry about that. But Kevin Williamson was brought on board because of Bob and Harvey Weinstein. Speaking of, yeah, we all know about the Harvey Weinstein, all that stuff though. I'm not getting into that though. But brought Kevin Williamson to do rewrites because keep it a basic story by rewriting the dialogue, adding new characters to make it more hip as what they wanted. In which Kevin Williamson was supposed to direct the film, but he chose not to because he directed his self-penned script, Teaching Mrs. Tingle. Robert Rodriguez was brought in to make the film instead. Teach Miss Tingle. I have not seen that film, so. But Kevin Williamson came and do the script, so. But I like the film. First of all, I enjoyed the cast. First, we got Elijah Wood in the star in the film. Josh Hartnett, right there. This is the same year when he made his debut in Halloween H2O. And, of course, other films like Black Hawk Down, Pearl Harbor, Black Dahlia, 30 Days of Night, Lucky Number 11. But I like Josh Hartnett. Then you got Clea DuVall, Jordana Brewster, Shawn Hatosy, Piper Laurie, who know from starring in Carrie, who played was the original Carrie was Sissy Spacek. She played Carrie's crazy mother. Famke Janssen, one of my favorite film stars, Deep Rising there, and of course Jean Grey in the X-Men films. Robert Patrick is in this as well. Jon Stewart, and then you got of course Usher in there. Although funny thing is though, he's another one of this cast, this group of teens here, but he's not part of the main cast, to be help, to stop the aliens. So he should. It's funny he's on that main group of people here. So, but the film as it came out, it was given mixed reception. Has a 53% Rotten Tomatoes. It's a 6.5 IMDb. When it came out on Christmas Day. That's the reason why I wanted to do that for a Christmas Day for the 20th anniversary for this film, but I guess I forgot about it, a while back, so, oh well. But it came out on Christmas Day. It debuted number 5 on the list, and worldwide made about 40 million, and it has been considered a success, and has gained a cult following over the years, so that's nice. No features, just has a trailer, and that's it. So. But, and the score by Marco Beltrami. Look at where scores this guy's done. I know the name is familiar. I know I've seen films with this guy's name on who did the scores. Marco Beltrami. Yeah, he worked on Scream 2, Halloween H2O. Well, composed with John Ottman for Halloween H2O. Scream 3, Joyride, Blade 2. That's probably one of them. Yeah, Hellboy, iRobot, Live Fear Die Hard. Themes by Michael Kamen though. But The Hurt Locker. I enjoy The Hurt Locker. Knowing. World War Z. I enjoy World War Z. Yeah, the Fantastic Four, 2015 film. Yeah, and A Quiet Place. So, yeah, so this guy's been done on a lot of good films. So, but and they also get some good. You get special effects by Can B. Greg Nicotero, Robert Kurtzman, who of course Can B do the effects on The Walking Dead, of course. Frick. Yeah, I do apologize. It's been so cold. This is making my nose runny, so I apologize for that. But yeah, there was a good mixture of practical stuff in this film, and although there's been some CG stuff that I thought were kind of not good, though. Well, nowadays, to me, I think some of the CG things is definitely not that great, though. But there's a couple of things that they could have done practical, though. But yeah. But anyway, but the whole story is just that aliens taking over the high school, basically. How it opens up, you got Robert Patrick, who's this football coach. He's, very hard and very hard-headed, and, cussing like, some, and he there's this a mysterious figure approaches him. He's asking, "Who are you?" Then it cuts away, and gets to know by then he's been possessed. And it talks with goes to the principal, like stabs her, sticks a pencil through her hand. Of course, like in the trailers, like, no, please report to the principal's office. And then the principal runs to Piper Laurie, and then she's been possessed too, so she stabs her, which really that principal comes up later, be possessed as well. And then at the high school at Harrington High, then you're introduced to Josh Hartnett's character as Zeke, driving his car. And then basically he makes these drugs, which it helps out in the film. But calls them, what was it called? Scat. That's what the guys who pays him for. Guaranteed to jack you up. And then we get introduced to other characters like Elijah Wood, Jordana, Brewster, Shawn, Hatosy. Like, they used to go date each other, and Elijah Wood is Casey. Kind of like the nerdy loser. But like the cliched characters, basically. Like the nerd, the jock, those type of cliched characters, teen characters. Clea DuVall as Stokely, who's like the looks like the gothic girl, or also making like what Jordana Brewster hinted, like saying like she's lesbian, but she's not. But and then you got Usher, who's like on the football team with Shawn and Hatosy. Then you got this new girl, what was her name? Mary Beth, who's like the new girl in town, played by Laura Harris. And one by one, all the teachers, basically the whole faculty gets possessed, and so they're possessing the students with these little parasites, which Elijah Wood finds one in the field to bring to one of the teachers, played by Jon Stewart. How like it was dried up, but it got brought back by water, and it can duplicate. And so with the Shawn Hatosy, who's the captain of the football team, he quits football to focus on his academics. When he goes into the shower, one of the older faculty members, one of the old ladies, like starts going crazy in the shower with him, and gets in a little effect where a piece of her, like a chunk of her hair, just falls to the floor. So you get a good piece of effect right there. And next, well, then you get a little thing with Josh Hartnett as Zeke, which the little thing with Famke Johnson, who's a teacher, is there as well. Like with like Josh Hartnett's character, yeah, he's kind of like well, yeah, he does he makes those drug stuff though, but he's also smart too. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, he knows, like, when answering a question, Famke Johnson, he knows he's smart, so he knows some of the stuff. And then the one thing with Elijah Wood and Jordana Brewster, like, they work for the paper and all that stuff, and do want to do some snooping, and then when they hide in the closet with Robert Patrick and Piper Laurie come in, the old woman's, the old lady's body falls in the closet with them, and they get out of there, and Elijah Wood goes to the police, doesn't do anything, of course they don't believe him, and, well, of course, Elijah Wood's father is played by Christopher McDonald, shooter from Happy Gilmore. Of course, even playing a kid's father, he's still pretty much a douche, basically. He still is. But, well, there's a moment where he doesn't play a douche. Like in The Collection, where he plays a father too, but he's not a douche. He's desperate to find his daughter from the collector. So, but Christopher McDonald. And then one thing, and before they were hiding in the closet, the school nurse played by Salma Hayek. Forgot to mention her. She's in this. She gets possessed because Robert Patrick, the parasite sticks it in her, so she becomes possessed. But then by the next day, pretty much the whole school, all the students are all infected with the alien parasites. And with Elijah Wood, he's speculating that we talks with Stokely, Clea DuVall, what she knows like stuff like from the movies, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, or like Men in Black and all that stuff. So, and Elijah Wood is speculating that aliens have taken over the school. And Josh Hartnett, he was with Laura Harris, Mary Beth, talking, and Famke Janssen, who's also possessed as well, and just confronts Josh Hartnett, and Josh Hartnett is like, I'm in the mood. It's too hot, and I have zero fucking tolerance. And Josh Hartnett, I like Josh Hartnett. He hasn't done much like recently. I know he starred in the show from a couple years ago called Penny Dreadful, which I've not seen though. But film wise, he hasn't starred much, from what I've seen. And I think me and my brother was thinking like this is our favorite role of his, because we both liked him in Halloween H2O. I liked him in 30 Days of Night, starring in such horror films. Which he was which I know Pearl Harbor. I'm not the biggest fan of Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor. I'm not, but I know performance-wise, Josh Hartnett did fine though. But it's just the whole thing with Pearl Harbor. I'm just not a big fan of Michael Bay's film. But Josh Hartnett was not the problem with that movie. But I just prefer him in roles like in this film or Halloween H2O or 30 Days of Night, etc. And but Elijah Wood gets all the rest of the students, our group here, well, except for Usher, in the classroom where Josh Hartnett comes in, and then Jon Stewart comes in, which he's possessed to, attacks them. Josh Hartnett gets a paper cutter, cuts off Jon Stewart's hands, his fingers off. And then Josh Hartnett sticks one of those I don't know what he sticks away, a syringe, or it looked like a pen because the little capsule like a pen, I don't know. Sticks in his eye, then it has a reaction, just takes him out. Well, he doesn't die though, because during the credits of our cast, he sees that he's wearing an eye patch and his finger's all bandaged up. So he survives, which, I mean, how would he survive? Because, it looks like he was dead though. It looked like he was dead from the, with the pin in his eye and the white stuff coming out. So I don't know how he was be alive after that, because the thing reacted. So, oh well. So then after that, they all come out. They walk out together where everyone is possessed. They're all looking at them. They get out of there to Josh Hartnett's place, where they experiment what the parasite is. They use it to control. Needs a host to control of, and the drugs dries it out, kills them. And now they do what John Carpenter's a thing where, oh, are you really an alien or not? Are you possessed or not? So they do like that from John Carpenter's thing. Instead of the blood test, it's the sniff the drugs up your nose test. Because it would react if you're an alien or not. So they all do it. Well, Jordana Brewster is possessed. She has like stuff in her. She gets out, and then they all drive back to the school where the football game's going on. Then you have the song of Another Brick in the Wall. I think it's a different version of it. Not Pink Floyd's original version, but either way, I like that song, We don't need no education. And speaking of that song, speaking of that song, I just off topic here, where while back when it was not playing that trailer for the New Mutants, when they delayed it a whole year, I'm not sure about that film no more, because we delayed for a whole year. Always something wrong. So we got reshoots for all that stuff, because I remember that song being in the trailer. But I don't know, it's just going off topic because I like that song. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. So they suspect the principal is like the alien queen. You know, who if you kill the queen, then everyone goes back to normal. So they speculate that it's the principal. They bring her into the gym. They tell her to sniff the drugs. She doesn't want to do it. Then Josh Hartnett comes up, right, bang, shoots her. But she's infected. But Mary Beth just empties the last of the supply because Jordana Brewster earlier destroyed his supply stock. But Mary Beth just dumps the rest of it on her. She disintegrates. So, it's with only a couple things left. Then Stan, they think this is the coach. So Stan goes out there. Off screen, he gets infected, and he pours the stuff out, and then Josh Hartnett was like, "No pain, Stan. You're coming here. I'll show you some fucking pain." But he had some more left over in his car. So him and Elijah Wood, they go out there. Elijah Wood distracts one of the football players hiding the bus, and Josh Hartnett gets his car, but gets the rest of the stuff. But Famke Jansson's there, so he drives off as she's in the back seat, and then he crashes into the bus while she flies through the windshield. And this is where you get, I'll say, like I said, there's some good practical stuff in what I'll say in a second here, but the CG, you see Famke Jansson's head off with the tentacles rolling towards the other part of Famke Jansson's body. That CG was not that good. I mean, that could have done practical, John. I think they're trying to do it for John Carpenter's thing too, when Norris's head turns into a spider head, But that could have been done practical, but that was bad CG. I will still say. I mean, speaking of Famke Janssen, in the year 1998, there was that, and then Deep Rising. I mean, the CG, like I mentioned before, the CG for the creatures was not great, I will still say, though, but like I said, I was having fun with them, and I liked the design of the creatures. I also put that design, or that CG, better than this. I mean, this looked a little more mediocre than how the creatures looked in Deep Rising. So, but this CG was not that good to me. And then he's like, "Oh fuck this, I'm out of here." And then Mary Beth is the one that's the queen. Elijah Wood and Clea DuVall, they run. Clea DuVall gets dragged into the pool, but then she's infected with it, and then it's just Elijah Wood and Josh Hartnett. Josh Hartnett, he gets thrown, knocked out, and the alien queen, or Mary Beth, explains how her plan was nice, but until it dried up, so that's what she came to hear. And then when she gets chased into the bleachers, catching the bleachers, the look of the creature, the alien queen, good practical effects. It does look pretty good for how the way the creature looks, and especially it's done practically. Well, I'll give kudos on that. And it gets trapped in the bleachers, and then Elijah Wood sticks it into the eyes, and guaranteed to jack you up. Sticks it into the eye, and then everything goes back to normal. It's a month later, and he's been called a local hero. And with Stan is now with Shawn Hatosy. He's now with Clea DuVall, and Zeke, now he's on the football team. Josh Hartnett, he's now on the football team, which I buy him from going from that to from being on the football team. I don't know that. And then with Jordana Brewster is now with Elijah Wood. I don't think I'll buy that either, because from the chemistry they have with all the film, I won't buy them falling in love with each other. I don't see that. I mean, then with the characters of Stan and Stokely, they get together. I mean, Stokely, she's now not dressed in all black no more. And with, like I said, Stan, he quit the football team, and now he's with her. But I was just with Jordana Brewster and Elijah Wood. I just from the characters they have from before, I don't think I buy them being in love with each other. And that's basically it. So the Faculty, I still like I said, there's a couple of nitpicks though, but it didn't hurt the film for me overall. Um, but I still enjoy the film. Especially at the time with me and my brother watching it a lot of times as well. The cast does an overall good job, especially for Elijah Wood and Josh Hartnett. They both do a really good job. They got Jordana Brewster. Well, she's in the starting the Fast and Furious films, but well, she was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. That sucked. I did not like her in that film either. But I will say I'm not the biggest fan of Jordana Brewster. I'll just put it that way. But Clea DuVall, Shawn Hatosy, they did fine. Famke Janssen, I like Famke Janssen, so she was still fine as well. Robert Patrick, I liked. Piper Laurie, John Stewart. It said how did John Stewart survive when he was an alien? So it looked like he was clearly dead. It was nice to see Christopher McDonald in there. Usher, I'm not the biggest fan of Usher, so he was just there because I don't know. I would say it was like kind of like him playing himself. But I was like, oh, he's Usher. Laura Harris as Mary Beth. I don't think. I mean, it was clearly obvious who was the new girl in town and all that stuff. I think it was clearly obvious that she would be the alien queen, but I don't think she was all that great to me. I'll be honest. So, I mean, so that's why I'm saying it's a nitpick. So, there are a couple of cast members I'm not biggest fan of. Like some of the CG not that great, and like the nitpicks, like I mentioned at the end. But overall, most of the cast does a really good job, especially Elijah Wood and Josh Hartnett. So the practical effects of the alien queen creature, that was good from Can B. The score by Marco Beltrami overall was fine. Some of the song choices, like the one especially the reversion of Another Brick in the Wall, I like. I just think it wasn't that very gory, considering that it was from Robert Rodriguez, from Dusk Till Dawn, not on that level, or written by Kevin Williamson, which Scream 2 and 3 had some blood in it though, which had a little bit more than this though. I mean, it's R-rated though, but it didn't go all full out in the gore, which is kind of like a step down from Robert Rodriguez's films. So I don't know what happened there, but overall, I still like the film. So I just think that well, on the front here it says hip and scary. I don't see nothing scary about it. A thrilling ride. Wasn't overall that thrilling to me, but I had some fun times with it. Funny and clever, which is on the back here. Funny and clever. Well, there was some funny stuff to it though, but not clever, I would say. A scary sci-fi flick with wit, energy, and attitude. Well, sci-fi flick with... Well, once again, I don't see nothing scary about it though. Energy, attitude, not sure on that though, but I still think I watch it as a fun sci-fi film. But I still like the Faculty, so. And I do apologize because for my nose being a little bit runny today, so because it's just been very cold, working out, it's just I hate winter, it just makes time for people start getting sick and getting colds and flus and all that, so I hate this time of year. So yeah. So I do apologize for that. It's just been I hate cold weather. I'd rather be in a summer heat and all that stuff. But I just hate the cold. So, but yeah, I do apologize for that. But still, overall, I enjoy The Faculty. It's a film that Robert Rodriguez that deserves to be talked about more. I mean, I love From Dusk Till Dawn. I enjoy Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Planet Terror. I enjoy. Oh yeah, Sin City 2, of course. Not The first Sensei, not the sequel. That sucked. But this is... I prefer this. I definitely like it better than one of the ones I don't like. I don't like this. I think this is a lot better than Sensei: A Dame to Kill For. A lot better than Machete or Machete Kills or he produced the Predators. Definitely a lot better than Predators, the one he produced, or any of his Spy Kids films. I prefer to watch this any over his Spy Kids films. Or what was it? Short. Well, what was it? Short, that film about the wishing rock. I still not seen that film, but I don't want to see that anymore. No. Or definitely a lot better than Lava Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Oh, that was god awful, but definitely a lot better than this. Some of the worst green screen CG I've ever seen. Okay. But yeah, a lot better than any of the films that I don't like from other films that Robert Rodriguez directed. This is a lot better. But yeah, that's my review on The Faculty. I still enjoy the film. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned on the next movie review. Later.